Hey folks, I'm Anand and welcome to MaverickEduCor, your one-stop solution for everything related to PTE. Make sure to contact us on the WhatsApp number or on the email ID mentioned below for paid assistance. Without a further ado, let's go ahead and look at today's video. Today's video is all about summarize written text. You will get to know all the details, the tips and tricks, and the useful methodologies that you can follow to get that superior English scores. Make sure to subscribe to MaverickEduCor and get such more meaningful insights for your PTE exam. Let's look at some quick facts for summarized written text questions, starting with the scores that you would need for superior English as per DHA. You would need 70 marks for your reading module and 85 marks for your writing module. Even though this question is part of your writing module, it will give you marks for reading and writing module both. Now let's look at the marks allocated for summarized written text question. You would get anywhere between 25 to 26 marks for writing module and for reading module between 20 to 21 marks. If you combine them both, you would get anywhere between 45 to 47 marks only for summarized written text question. Moving on, the time allocated for summarized written text question. You would get 10 minutes per question. So you will get 2 questions in your exam, which will give you 20 minutes to complete your summarized written text question. So 10 minutes per question. Remember this. From here on, we will be looking at demos for summarized written text. I will be showing 2 methods for this particular question, and you will know why I am showing 2 methods and which is easy or which is difficult is up to you to decide. Before I show you the 2 methods for summarized written text question, I would want to emphasize on one primary aspect. That is, your answer or your summary should be in one single sentence with about 70 words, and it has to be grammatically correct as well. But we would recommend you to write anywhere between 60 to 65 words. That is sufficient as an answer for summarized written text question. Let's straight away head into the demo. We'll have 10 minutes to come up with a response, and I'll be starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. First and foremost, let's skim through the paragraph to find out the first sentence. The increasing demand for paper has long been linked to deforestation, high energy use, and environmental degradation, making the search for sustainable alternatives both urgent and necessary. Among the most practical options is recycled paper, which significantly reduces the need for virgin wood pulp. Okay, they're giving more information. Let me cut through it and utilize the first sentence as the introductory sentence in my response. The increasing demand for paper has long been linked to deforestation. Let me write it this way. There, T-H-E-R-E, there has been a strong demand for paper. Okay, instead of increasing demand for paper, I've written there has been a strong demand for paper that has been, instead of linked, I would be writing associated. Associated with a lot of negative factors on the environment, on the environment. Okay. Instead of writing everything, I have concised it and put negative factors on the environment. Okay. Now let's search for the second sentence. All right. Equally important is the growing shift towards digital solutions as electronic documents, e-books, and online communication reduces the reliance on printed material in education, business, and everyday life. Okay. In recent years, materials such as stone paper made from calcium carbonate and resin have emerged as durable, waterproof, and recyclable substitutes. Okay, let me try utilizing this particular sentence. Okay, and in recent years, there has been, okay, there have been many technological advancements in the production of paper. There has been many technological advancements. There have been many technological advancements. We have to introduce alternatives. Okay. Instead of substitutes, I will be writing alternatives. There have been many technological advancements in the production of alternatives. Alternatives that are durable, waterproof, and recyclable. RECYLABLE. I'm looking at the spelling there itself. RECYCLABLE. Okay, recyclable. Now, let's read through it quickly. And in recent years, there have been many technological advancements in the production of alternatives that are durable, waterproof, and recyclable. Okay, we are still sticking to the context. Let's find out the second or the third sentence that we can utilize. Agricultural byproducts, including sugarcane, rice husks, okay, so on and so forth, are also being created. Paper-like materials, dual benefit, waste management, and sustainability. Okay, hemp-based paper is another alternative. Okay, they are giving out more information. Okay, furthermore, biodegradable. Okay, furthermore, they're still giving more information. I'll try skipping this particular sentence. Okay, while these options face obstacles. Okay, this looks like a potential sentence because they're introducing a contrast. While these options face obstacles such as higher cost, limited infrastructure, and slow adaptation, they highlight potential of innovation in reducing environmental pressure. Okay. Let me put it as but instead of while. Okay, while the alternatives, ALTERNATIVES, but the alternatives are plagued. Instead of obstacles, I'm using a word called plagued. PLAGUED. Please use it only if you know the correct meaning. Are plagued with HIGHER, higher cost, limited STRUCTURE infrastructure, and slow adaptation. Okay, and slow adaptation that highlight the potential of that highlights HIGHLIGH. Grammatically, it has to be correct. Okay, that highlights the potential that highlights the potential of innovation to reduce the impact on the environment, on the ENVIRONMENT. Okay, we have written 68 words and we have kept a full stop in the end. Now let's quickly proofread our response. The THERE has been a strong demand for DEMAND for PAPER that has been associated 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 with a lot of there has been a strong demand for paper that has been associated with a lot of negative NEGA TIVE associated with a lot of negative factors FACTORS on the environment ENVIRONMENT, comma, and I'm using a conjunction over here in recent RECENT YEARS THERE HAVEBE and many technological okay advancements advance advance, VANCMENTS, okay. In the production of alternatives, NATIVES, that are durable, DURABLE, waterproof and recyclable, RECYRECYCLABLE, okay. But the alternatives are plagued with higher cost, PLAGUED, with HIGHER, cost, limited infrastructure, STRUCTURE, and slow adaptation. That highlights, HIGHLIPS, the potential, POTENTIAL, of innovation, INNOVATION, okay, to reduce the impact on the environment. I think we are good with the answer. We have written about 68 words and the full stop is in the end. We have kept, punctuations are at the right place. Okay. And this is over here. Okay. Waterproof, but there is a punctuation. And I think we are good with the answer and we can lock this as an answer. All right, folks. Now let's quickly review through my response, which I have written in method 1. Here, I had mentioned that I had used alternate words or synonyms, which is the same meaning but different words. Additionally, I have altered the structure of the sentence, meaning I have paraphrased it by changing active to passive or passive to active. On the other hand, I have maintained the structure of the sentence, which has to be grammatically correct. That is also another aspect, by maintaining the subject-verb agreement of the sentence as well. So by doing all of this, I have come up with an answer by sticking to the context of the paragraph as well. Since you will get 10 minutes to complete your response, utilize it thoroughly and effectively. For 1 to 2 minutes, please skim through the paragraph so that you will be able to identify potential sentences. In the next 5 to 6 minutes, type your response, and in the next 2 to 3 minutes, make sure to proofread your response. By doing all of this and additionally explaining you about my response, I was still left with 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's time to move on to the second question. Here also you will be given 10 minutes to complete this task, and we will see another method to approach this particular question. For the second question, you can utilize another method where it will require very, very less paraphrasing, because you will be utilizing the sentences from the paragraph itself. Let me show you the answer. So this is the answer that I've come up with for the second question. Let me explain the second method. Here, I have utilized the entire sentences, starting with serving as an ambassador for a country is one of the most prestigious, so on and so forth. This is the first sentence that I've utilized entirely. Okay, up until here. I've put a punctuation after relations and then used a and, which is a conjunction. The role requires a unique, so on and so forth, up until diplomacy. The sentence is over here. The role requires up until diplomacy. After this, I have put a punctuation, but the role goes beyond politics. If you see over here, however is given. I have not used this however. Instead, I've used the word, but the role goes beyond politics. I've only utilized 4 or 5 words from this sentence. Then I've used because, which is a subordinating conjunction, and utilize the entire sentence from here up until here. So I've utilized 4 sentences to come up with a single sentence as a response. That is a basic requirement of PTE. This type of response will also fetch you good amount of marks, where you will be utilizing the same sentences and you will be joining them with conjunctions to come up with a response. So make sure to utilize method 2 if you are not sure to come up with a response correctly, or if you are thorough with your response, make sure to use method 1 where you will be paraphrasing your sentences. So this is all about summarize written text. It's time to look at the golden rules. The golden rules are blurred. I would want you to look at this video where you will find all the details about summarize written text, and we have explained the golden rules in detail. make sure to subscribe to our channel and support us as well. Thank you so much and wishing you all the very best for your exams.